ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदं वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धम् सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
अल्पाक्षरम् असन्दिग्धं सारवत् विश्वतोमुखम्
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यम् च सूत्रम् सूत्रविदो विदुः
अस्तोभम् अनवद्यं च सूत्रविदो
सूत्रविदो विदुः
अयुन्
ऐपुण्
ऋलुक्
ऋलक्
ये ओङ्
एओङ्
ऐ औच्
ऐऔच्
अयवरट्
हयवरट्
लण्
लण्
यमगणनम्
यमगणनम्
जभै
जभञ्
घढधश्
घढधश्
जबगढधश्
जबगढधश्
खफछठथ चटतौ
कपचटतौ
कपै
कपै
शशसर्
शशसर्
हल्
हल्
इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
इति
माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां
कण्ठः
इजुयशानां तालु
इजुयशानां तालु
ऋटुरशानां मूर्धा
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
लुतुलसानां दन्ताः
ऋतुलसानां
दन्ताः
ऊपूपद्मानीयानां होष्टौ
उपपद्मानीयानां ओष्ठौ
यमगणनानां नासिका च
यमगणनानां नासिका च
I think since still students are waiting for me to send the link. They're not yet used to join the class by seeing the link in the description. Edaitoho kantathalu
हेदैतो कण्ठतालु
Odautogo kanthaushtam
कण्ठौष्ठम्
वकारस्य दन्तौष्ठम्
कारस्य
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूल्यम्
जिह्वामूल्यम्
नासिकानुस्वारस्य
नासिकानुस्वारस्य
रामो राजमनिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामो राजमनिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे
रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमू रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमू रामाय तस्मै नमः
रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामास्ति परायणं परतरं रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम्
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर
रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे राम मामुद्धर
What sandhi is here? Rama Rajamani?
उत्त्व सन्धि
Good. Utta sandhi. That is Ru replaced by
Ukara. And then
U. When U is Ru will be replaced by U.
it's either
When
followed
preceded by akara followed by ash.
हश्
Followed by Ash or here Ash is there.
by Arash.
Here what sandhi? Rajamanihi Sada. Just I want to know whether I taught you or not. That's why I'm asking all this. Because so many classes in the Gurukulam also. Which class, which sandhi I taught, I would have forgot sometimes.
It's followed with a kar letter. In this case, is the shar letter. So it's optional to have either sakara or visarga.
Yeah, very good. That's correct. Then, and what about here? Ramena Vigata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Chamuhu. If you split, you don't pause that. Then Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha. Then
Right? Who is there?
Sarga drops.
I1. Who is there?
Visarga drops what rule?
Visarga is followed by hash and preceded by ich.
Then
Then there is no sandhi.
No sandhi happens.
Ramur Ramaya. If it is.
no, that's wrong.
No?
Oh, Sharanji,
No.
is it the rule?
What is
Visarga is in
unrule?
the place of repa. It's preceded by e kara or u kara, followed by rakara, repa. So it only remains as a dirgha. Visarga drops.
The previous will become dirgha. That's why it is.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
Visarga is Ru, right? Before it was Repa, Repa is Ru.
Yes.
Whatever it is, Repa is Repa followed by Repa. This Repa will drop and preceding An will become.
Yeah, dirgha.
I taught you this rule, right? That's what I
Yes.
was. No, yeah. Therefore, Visarga will drop. Visarga not drops actually. It is Repa itself is dropped.
Repa gets dropped.
So Visarga dropping, we can loosely say. That's what in some books, if you see, even my batchmates, they have some people have published books. They also will say Visarga will drop, Visarga will be replaced by Ukara. That's not correct actually. Loosely is correct, but I have not taught you that way. I have taught only with a Spanian method, that is Nu. That is always good actually, because once you difficult in the beginning to understand, once you understand, then it becomes easy. You understand what I'm saying? Ramaha plus Rajamani, for example. Rama Rajamani. They teach Visarga replaced by you. But it is not Visarga replaced by you. Logically speaking, when Visarga will come?
In the place
Followed
of
by avasana or
Followed by
kar.
avasana, or it will be kar letter.
That is the rule that repa is a repa will become visarga only when followed by kar or avasana. Here we
Yes.
are doing sandhi. Because sandhi we are doing, since we are doing sandhi, is a avasana?
No.
No. And is it followed by kar letter?
No.
No. Then how does repa will become visarga? It is that itself will not become visarga. Therefore, ru alone was there. Ramaha separately one word and Rajamani is another word. That's fine. But when you are doing sandhi, there is no avasana and not followed by kar, then how that ru repa will become visarga? Therefore, what is there is only ru alone. That is why
Means
I say ru
visarga.
preceded by a followed by ash, ru is replaced by u. It's the right way of approach. Understand?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how it should be. But they will say Ramaha, Rajamanihi, Visarga replaced by who? Where Visarga? When Visarga itself is not there, how will you
Visarga
replace by
is
who? Huh?
Visarga is not even born.
Born. But this is how they teach. I'm not saying this is wrong. This is for the beginners, maybe difficult to understand the rule and all. But I taught you with the rule. That is why, even though it was difficult, let it be fine. Once you learn, then it becomes easy. You know, the logically you understand now. Otherwise, you will ask the same question, logical question. How Repa comes, how Visarga comes, Sharanji, you will ask me the question. When there is no Avasana, there is no Kar, how you say Visarga? Question will come or not? Naturally.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why. That's why I said no. Therefore, you can avoid that question being asked and unnecessarily creating confusion. Though in this, the rule that thing is difficult to understand in the beginning. Once you understand, then it is very simple. See, room preceded by Avarna followed by Ash. What I mean by Ash is Ach and Ash. Ru replaced by Yakara. This is Utsarga. Apavada is Ru preceded by Avarna. So Ru preceded by A followed by A or Ash. Then Ru will be replaced by U. If you understand, most of the sandhis you will be able to resolve. In Gita, you will find so many sandhis in the second chapter. In fact, we have seen all those. So if you understand this, then there is no problem in sandhi. And room followed by kar letter. I mean, repa followed by kar letter. What happens, you know? Repa followed by kar letter, among the kar letter, ka, kha, pha, pa. When it comes, ardha visarga, jikva, mulya, patmanya. That is done. When followed by shar, then visarga is replaced by sakara, optionally.
Optionally.
Otherwise, for other letters, sakara will be there. Kar is the cause for making repa into visarga, and same kar is the cause for bringing sakara also. That sakara is optional when followed by shar. Once you understand this changes happen to Visarga also, it's easy. There's no big deal, it's all simple only. You just do few exercise, few examples, it becomes easy. Anyway, it's good. You understand,
I
right?
think certainly in the very
Mm,
beginning, whatever simple concepts which we were really struggling to grasp,
mm.
they are becoming easier now.
Because
Yes.
because of repetition, that's why Punarukti, repetition is not a dosha. Like in Vedanta, here also I keep repeating the same thing again and again and again, asking you. So and practice, it will become easy. Once you once it becomes like yep, 1 + 1 is equal to 2. We don't without any effort you says. When it becomes like that, then Sunday is nothing. In the beginning, you have to put little effort. I practice. Once you understand the concept, what Sunday is nothing simple. See how our mind is not how difficult to observe at the beginning. It means our mind is not trained to think analytically, logically. We are not using a full capacity of our brain. Forget about full capacity. Even we are not using 0.5%. It becomes so, what to say? Sorry to say, not only your mind, I'm also thinking my mind so dumb, difficult to observe, understand things. Sanskritam opens up, gives a big blow, and then opens up the possibility of thinking. Other language, you don't have such difficulty, right? But Sanskritam makes it. So, and when it comes to Vyakaranam further study, so all the more it is. You have to think. We never think, no? Vedanta also, we never think. You have to think, makes us think. As Swamiji used to say, this makes a thinking being. You stop the thinking long back. So Sanskritam makes you think, and of course, it's in Vedanta also. Okay, anyway, Sandhi, you understand, right? That's fine. I'm happy about it. Okay. Next one. Shri Rama Sharanam Samasta Jagatam Ramam Vinakagati.
Shri Ram
Rama Sharanam Samasta Jagatam Ramam Vinakagati.
Ramena Pratihanyate Kalimalam Ramaya Karyam Namaha.
Ramena Pratihanyate Kalimalam
Ramaya Karyam Namaha.
Rama Trasyati Kala Bhima Bhujagho Ramasya Sarvam Vashe.
Rama Trasyati Kala Bhima Bhujagho Ramasya Sarvam Vashe.
Rame Bhakti Rakandita Bhavatu Me Ramattvamevashrayah.
Rame Bhaktirakandita Bhavatu Me Ramattvamevashrayah.
Ramo Me Vigitam Karotu Satatam Ramam Bhaje Sadaram.
Ramo me
Vihitam Karotu Satatam Ramam
Sadaram.
Ramena Pahatam Samasta Duritam Ramaya Dattam Dhanam.
Ramena Pahatam Samasta
Duritam Ramaya Dattam.
Ramanuktirabhipsita Sarabhasam Ramasya Dasosmyaham. Rame Ranjatu Me Manakharunaya Bho Ramamam Palaya. Idamastu Sannikrishtam Samipataravarthi Chayetadorupam.
Idamastu Sannikrishtam Samipataravarthi Chayetadorupam.
Adasastu Viprakrishtam Taditi Parokshe Vijaniyat.
Adasastu Viprakrishtam Tarokshe Vijaniyat.
Samhitaikapade Nitya Nitya Dhatu Pasargayoh.
Samhitaikapade
Nitya Samasevakye Tu Sa Vivakshamapekshate.
Nitya
Pratyaya Shivasutrani Adesha Agamas-thatha. Dhatu Patho Ganapata Upadesha Prakirtitah.
Dhatu
Su Aujas. Aujas. Tabhyam Bhis. Ngebhyam Bhis. Ngasibhyam Bhis. Ngas Os Am. Ni Osup. Su Aujas. What is these pratyas are called for Pullinga and Strilinga?
Sarvanamasthana pratyaya.
What about the rest of the pratyas? And these are Haladi. What is the significance when these pratyas follow?
Pratipadikam
enjoys the status of Padam.
Padam.
Padam. Therefore, we can apply Jastum, etc. Jastum, Kuttum, whatever. Kuttum also we saw, right?
Yes.
Yes. I gave some Shabda, Jalamuch, Suvach, etc.
Yes.
You remember the order? Kutvam, Jastum,
Kutvam,
Jastam 1, Kutvam, Shatvam, Natvam, Jastam
Yes.
2, Chatvam 1, Chatvam 2.
Kutvam 2.
Very good. Yes. Are you ready to learn next one? Dattvam.
Dattvam you taught
You
us.
taught us
Dharanjay.
Madhuriha.
Yeah,
Madhulika
Madhulika.
you
Oh,
also.
I taught you the Madhulika also.
Yes.
Then after Kuttam, Dhattam. Very good. Okay. Fine. Then we will see the other one. Tip Tasji. Thastha.
Tip,
Mip Basmas. Ta Atam Jha. Thas Atam Dvam. It Magi Maging. Titaha Anti. Sitaha Tha. Mi Vaha Maha. Tishtati Tishtataha Tishtanti. Tishtasi Tishtataha Tishtatha. Tishtami Tishtavaha Tishtamaha. What is Tishtati? Tishtati means
Standing.
Stopping.
standing or remaining. That is also Tishtati. Okay. Ramaha Tatra Tishtati means he dwells there, he lives there. That meaning also is there. Context you have to see. Uttishtati means he gets up. Uttishtata. Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapyavara, Nibodhata, Kathopanishad. Uttishtatu, get up, gets up. Right? So, Ramaha Tatra Tishtati means he, where does he live? He dwells there, he lives there. That meaning also is there. Okay. And Karukru Dhatu, important Dhatu, that also we learn Parasmaipadi first and then Atmanipadi. What lakaras are this? Are we learning?
Lat.
Lat lakara.
Lat is a term referring to the present tense. Let is not mean, let doesn't mean present. Please note, it's not a dictionary meaning. You will not get let is equal to present.
No meaning.
It is a term used to refer to Vartamana Kala. Vartamana Kale, let is a pratyaya in fact. Let is a pratyaya. Lakara pratyaya it is. That is let referring to present, and therefore let laka when Vartamane let pratyaya bhavati, and let is replaced by all these pratyas corresponding to Purusha and Vachanam. Ti taha anti, si taha tha, mi vaha maha. Let corresponding to Prathama Purusha Ekavachana will get the Adesha ti. Let corresponding to Prathama Purusha Dvivachanam will get the taha, like that. Understand? So don't think let is means Vartamana, I mean not dictionary meaning. Vartamane let pratyaha dhatoho paraha bhavati. In the sense of present, let pratyaya will come after the dhatu. Pratyaha parascha. So in fact that is a sutra. What I said is a sutra. Pratyaya will come after the dhatu. And let is a pratyaya. It is added to the dhatu in the sense of Vartamana Kala, present tense. Vartamane let. Okay. Fine. Now karoti. Karoti, kurutaha, kuruvanti. Karoshi, kurutaha, kurutha. Karomi kurvaha kurmaha.
Karomi kurvaha.
This is the right time to get familiar and memorize these forms. Because once we learn further, then we won't be able to chant all these things. Please try to memorize this. Whichever Purusha Vachanam, that form, if it is required, then you should be able to recur it. Aham karomi, avam kurvaha, vayam kurmaha. That must be fluent. Similarly, tvam karoshi, ivam kurutaha, yuyam kuruta. Saha karoti, rama karoti, arigi karoti, guru kurutaha, gurava kurvanti, areha kurvanti. That must fluency. Only for Parasamapadi. And Atmanipadi is there. That we will learn later. Okay. So this is a practice, comes by practice. You have to keep practicing. Okay, the Subhashitam. Kimapyasti svabhavena sundaram vapya sundaram.
Sundaram.
Yadeva rochate yasmai bhaved. Bhaved
Yadi
tattasya sundaram.
Yadeva rochate
sundaram. Yes, sundaram.
You give something, meaning? Kimapyasti, what's Sandhi?
plus
End Sandhi.
Kim plus api plus asti. Kimapi asti swabhavena asti. What? Sundaram, vapya sundaram means va
Api Sundaram.
api asundaram, not sundaram.
Oh.
Api plus sundaram, api sundaram only. So no sandhi. Api plus asundaram. Asundaram, not beauty. Sundaram, opposite of sundaram is asundaram. Sundaram is that which is beautiful. Asundaram, not ugly. So kimapi astu. Kimapi swabhavena sundaram va api asundaram. It's a kim swabhavena sundaram va api sundaram asti. It's like a question. Okay. Is there anything which is beautiful or ugly? No. What you like, that alone you term it as beautiful. Yadeva rochate yasmai. Yasmai, for whom? What is? Rochate, what he likes. Bhavet tattasya sundaram. That for him it is beautiful. Right? So nothing called beautiful or ugly. It all depends on the taste of the person. Yasmai, for whom yat rochate, yadeva rochate. Right? What the person likes, that is sundaram for him. Bhavet tat tasya sundaram. That for him will be sundaram. Therefore, sundaram va api asundaram swabhavena kim kimapi asti va kim api kimapi asti. It means kim asti api. It's a question. Aksheparte prashnaha. Nothing called beautiful or ugly. It all depends on the taste of the person. That's the meaning.
Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder.
Exactly. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Exactly. That is what it is. Okay. For me, this time Rishikesh is not charming at all. This is my perception. It's more crowded, and that charm is not there. This is my perception. Huh? Okay. Swaravyayam swarganakat trivatradashalayah.
Swaravyayam swarganakartridashalayah.
Suraloko dyotivo dve striyam klibe trivishthapam. Amara nirjara devas tadasha vibudha surah.
Amara
Suparvanas sumanasas tridivesha divaukasaha. What are these words? What do they mean?
Names of
Devas.
Names of Devas.
All these are the devas.
Denoting Devas.
Okay. Now, I'll teach you another sandhi. See, this is my notes here. In my notes also, I have put Visarga becomes who and all. But I taught this for someone, but anyway. But for you, Ru only I taught. That alone you take. Visargasya Janma, we know. Padanta Sakara becoming
Repa.
Ru becoming Repa, right? And
Becoming
Repa,
Repa.
this is, for example, Ramas plus Su. We know what is his pratyaya, apratyaya, ekal pratyaya. Therefore, content is
Sakara.
Sakara. Sakara is apratyaya, ekal pratyaya. Padanta Sakara becoming Ru is Repa. This Repa will become Visarga when followed by Karavasana. That comes later. Similarly,
Yeah.
Patati, Patatas. Patati, Patataha is what? Tas pratyaya is what pratyaya?
Us.
What pratyaya? Pratama Purusha.
Us.
What Vachanam?
Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam.
Not Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam.
Patasi.
Plus
Yes.
G.
Patati, Patataha, Patanti, right?
Patataha.
Yes.
Oh, Patataha.
Dhatu is Pat Dhatu. Pat Dhatu become Pata. That we will see later.
Okay.
Don't worry, we will be learning all those other conjugations, how the Dhatu is formed, etc. From the Dhatu, the Kriya Padam is formed. We'll see later. We're going to learn. So now I'm just taking the Pata and thus adding the Pratyaya. Thus is Pratama Purusha Dvivachana. Patatas is a Padam. Padanta Sakara. Same thing you apply. Ru. Ru is Repa. Now Repa, what will happen to Repa? When Repa will become Visarga, when followed by Avasana. Avasana, what I mean is, nothing follows, therefore it is at the end of the Padam. You can say nothing wrong in that. So therefore, at the end of the Padam, Repa will become Visargaha, Ramaha, Krishnaha, Patataha, right?
Yes.
Or when followed by Kar letter, like in the case of Ramaha plus Kadati, Ramak Khadati, Krishnaha plus Shete, Krishna Shete. When followed by Shadra Visarga, I mean, that is going to come later, we will see. That is going to come later. Here also the same thing. Then there is a pause between the words. Avasana, this is what I taught you. Ramar, Repa, and there is Avasana, and there is another word, Putrar, followed by Avasana. Then what will happen to Visarga? That Repa. Repa will become
Visarga.
Visargaha. You can understand, right? Ramaha, Putraha.
Yes.
So between the two words, there is a pause, Avasana. Therefore, Avasana follows. Therefore, Repa. Or you can take followed by Kar also. That way also we can take followed by Avasana or Kar. Repa becomes Visargaha. Therefore, Ramaha. Whereas Putrar, not followed by Kar, followed by Avasana because Danda. Danda meaning pause. Next sentence. So this shows the end of the sentence. So therefore, Repa becomes Visargaha. Then Padanta, now we have seen summary, Padanta Sakara Ru become Repa, Repa is Visargaha. Now what changes happen to Visarga? That is, when Visarga is followed by Al. Al is equal to Ash plus Kar. We are dividing into vowels of consonants, one category, and Kar is another category. All these things I taught you, you know it. Now, when followed by Kar, I told you, remember when Visarga is followed by Kar, you don't need to bother what precedes Visarga, right? What precedes is not important at all when followed by Kar. When Visarga is followed by Ash, then only we have to note what letter precedes Visarga. Understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Sharanji.
Because room preceded. See, here I have used Visarga. But you have to understand it is not Visarga. What is that?
Ru.
Room. That's what I taught you room. That is best. That is good to know. But this probably I taught to very beginners. That time I made Visarga. It's not Visarga really speaking, it is room. Room preceded followed by Kar. Then we don't have to bother what precedes room. Room followed by Ash. Then we have to note, we have to observe what precedes room. Avarna or any other letter, you have to see. Now, changes happening to, I will say, yeah, Visarga, fine. Because Visarga is born. Changes happen to Visarga when followed by Kar. What are the changes? Visarga when followed by Kar letter will be replaced by Sakara as a rule, right? So among the
Yes.
Kar letter, if Chakara follows, then Visarga replaced by Sakara, and Sakara will undergo further change. That is good. That is what we're going to see today. Then Visarga followed by Chakara. I'm just taking Chakara, this Kar letter. Okay, we will see. We are going to see all the Kar letter. Already we have seen. See, already the Kar letter, when followed by Kar letter, what will happen to Visarga, we have seen. It's just a notes, in my notes, whatever I have written, I'm just sharing. Changes happening to Visarga when followed by Kar. Visarga will be replaced by Sakara for the 6 letters. Cha, tha, then tha, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because ka, pa, Visarga will be replaced by Ardha Visarga. When followed by Shar, replacement of Visarga by Sakara is optional.
Okay.
You apply whatever you have learned. Okay. Now, after replaced by Sakara, when followed by Cha or Cha, further Sandhi will happen. That is Chitra Sandhi. That's what we are going to see today. So we should not stop here. Ramas Charati, that is incomplete. That is why I put something going to follow. Further Sandhi going to happen. Similarly, when followed by Takara or Takara, when the Kar letter is Takara, again, Kar letter follows Visarga replaced by Sakara. After that, further Sandhi will happen. Similarly, Ramaha plus Shashtaha, here sibilant, Takara, further Sandhi will happen. Here, anyway, this Shar letter follows, therefore, replacement by Sakara is optional. If you replace by Sakara, then further Sandhi will happen. If you don't replace Visarga by Sakara, then Ramaga Shashtaha is fine. Remain as it is. But once, if you replace by Sakara, then what happens? Like in the word Om Shanti, what do we do with that? Visarga, what do we do? Shantihi followed by Cha, Talavya Shakara, sibilant. So replace Visarga by, if you replace Visarga by Sakara, will you say Shanti? No. Sakara will undergo
In Shakara.
further change, becomes Talavya Shakara. Dante Sakara becomes Talavya. That's why Shanti, right? So if you replace Visarga by Sakara, and when it is followed by the Shar letter or whatever the Kar letter, further Sandhi should happen. You should not stop. And here Shakara and cerebral letter follows. Therefore, that Sandhi will be Shtuta Sandhi, which we will be seeing. You follow what I'm saying, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Then when Kar letter followed by Takara or Takara, then what happens? Here Ramas Tapati, Sakara is dental, the following letter also dental. So no problem here. So for no changes. Dental, Ramas Tapati. Ramaha Tapati is Ramas Tapati. Okay. Then when Kar letter is followed by Kakara or Kakara, we have seen what will happen to Visarga. Visarga is optionally replaced by Ardha Visarga. Kamuliya. Therefore, 2 forms are possible. Similarly, like here, Ramaha Kadati, Ramakhadati, or Ramaha Kadati. Ramaha Kadati is one form. Ramakhadati, that Jikwa Muliya. I just write Jikwa Muliya, this
Ardha
Ardha Visarga, it is sound. When followed by Pakara or Pakara,
Upadmani.
Vadhvani.
can remain optional. That is Ramaha Patati or Ramav Patati. When followed by Shar, what will happen? Visarga is replaced by Sakara is optional. Therefore, you can see Ramaha, for example, Ramaha plus Sujati, Ramaha Sujati, like Ramo Raja Manihi Sada Vijayate. Or we can replace Visarga by Sakara, Rama Sujati. Suppose if it's followed by the other letters, Talavya Shakara or Mudane Shakara, then Visarga replaced by Sakara, and Sakara will undergo further change. Please remember, as I said before, You follow, all of you, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Sharanji.
When followed by shar letter, visarga replaced by sakara is optional. If you don't replace visarga by sakara, that is fine. But if you replace visarga by sakara, sakara will undergo further change in keeping with what sibilant follows. In fact, what kar letter follows also. Kar letters are that ta, nothing happens, but ta, and cha.
Acha.
So therefore, the 4 letters, in fact, chakara, takara, sibilant shakara. When these 6 letters follow, the kar letters follow the visarga, which is replaced by sakara. That
Yeah.
sakara will undergo further change. Please note. Okay,
Yes.
you understand?
Yes.
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 Yes, Sharanji.
Okay, very good. Fine. The notes are very clear. Now we are going to see Chutva Sandhi. Can you guess what is Chutvam is? The Sandhi is Chutva Sandhi. Therefore, what is the Adesha?
Shaka.
Shakara Adesha.
Shakara
Adesha
and
in place of Sakara,
Chakara.
that is followed by Chakara.
no, it's not only Shakara is there. What else is there in that? Chu also is there. Chavarga also is there. Chu letter.
Chavarga.
No. Chutva. See, Jashtva means what Sandhi? Jash is the Adesha.
Jal replaced by Jash.
The Sandhi is
Jash
named
is
after the Adesha. It is
Adesha.
our name we give. Jashtvam, when we say, the Adesha is Jash.
Yes.
Chutvam, when we say, what is the Adesha? Chu is the Adesha.
Shakara and Chakara.
Chavarga.
Shakara and Chavarga.
Chavarga.
Can we have 2 Adesha? Shakara? No. That is depends on what follows. That is what Shutva is. So now let us see. We will read from the notes later. First, let me explain. And see, my notes are so simple, but I have explained in a very complicated way to you, in fact. After that, you read the notes. If my notes are confusing, then don't read the notes. If understanding is fine, leave it. I will send my notes anyway. Okay. So if your understanding is fine, then leave the notes. Now, after the then you read the notes. Notes become simple. So I will show the notes later. Now it's Chutva. So Chutva is Shakara and Chu. No, this. What is Chu? Chu stands for
Chacha.
Chavarga.
Chavarga.
all the
Chavarga.
Chavarga letter.
letters of the Chavarga.
5
That
letters.
is, these are going to be the Adesha. Therefore, the Sandhi is called Chutva. Now the question comes: when does this happen? When does this Sandhi happen? That's what I told. This happened to see Shakara is sibilant, right?
Yes.
Therefore, this Shakara must replace a sibilant Sakara. See, Sakara alone undergo changes. That's what we saw when followed by kar letter. Yes or no?
Yes.
When
Yes.
followed by, when Visarga followed by kar, the Visarga replaced by Sakara. Kar means, you please note, remove that ka, kha, pa, you remove it. Shar letter, you can have it, shar letter. So when followed by kar letter, Sakara comes. When followed by kar letter, what are the kar letters?
Cha.
Yeah.
Tatha.
Cha, cha, ta, tha.
Tha.
Tata.
Then tha also I'm just putting, but nothing will happen. Then
And shar letters.
shar letter. Shakara, Shakara, Sakara also nothing happens. Only when these letters follow, then Sakara, once you replace Visarga by Sakara, the Sakara will undergo change. Right?
Yes.
Now, when we say the Sakara, now let us among this, I am taking only Cha, Chavarga letter. And you can take, palatal letter, Shakara. So when Sakara is, please see, Sakara is in contact with, I'm changing the word. Among this kar letter, I'm taking the first palatal letters. What are the palatal? Cha, cha, and sibilant sha, right?
Intuition.
Yes.
Here we can remove takara because sakara when followed with takara will not undergo any change. Of course, this sakara followed, that also will not sakara will not undergo any change. This sakara will not undergo any change, therefore we can remove that. Now what is left out is this palatal art consonants and palatal sibilant and
And the
cerebral heart consonant and cerebral sibilant. This alone you separate it out. Now, sakara in contact with the palatal letters, sakara in contact with the, I'm saying in contact, I'm not saying following or preceding. Please note, I'm changing my word. Generally, how do I present? When followed by, when preceded by. Now I'm saying sakara in contact with the chavarga letter. Here, chavarga is cha or cha. Not only cha, because it says chu, therefore, all the letters, in fact, ja, ja, nya also.
yeah, also.
Ja, ja, nya also you have to bring. That is what Shuddham is. So, therefore, we can add that also. Cha, cha, ja, ja, and nya. And this shakara. Similarly, ta, tha, then da, dha, and nakara also, then shakara. Now, sakara, we see, in contact with shavarga letters, that is what chu here, chu. And in contact with shakara, that is what shakara. Put together, you get chutva. First, we will see this. So, what do I mean by contact? Then we will see this is shtutva later. What do I mean by contact? Means the sakara either could be. Now I am removing all this and writing it as a chu. We follow.
Yes.
I'm putting like this chu. Chu. Sakara in contact with shakara or chu. Now where the shakara and chu follows. Either it can follow or it can precede. That is what I mean in contact. You understand?
Say it again. Say it again.
1 minute. That is sakara in contact with the sakara. What I mean is sakara is followed by shakara or chavarga, or sakara is preceded by
Okay.
shakara or chakara. In both cases, what happens? The sakara is replaced by
Shikara.
shakara.
Okay.
Shakara. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm just this alone I think. Sakara, I'm again repeating, please watch. Sakara in contact. What do you mean by in contact? Contact means that
Either
is
preceding or
Followed by or preceded by.
following
yes. Two types of contacts possible. One is preceding contact.
Yeah.
Other one is succeeding contact. Succeeding contact meaning is what? That is when sakara in contact with the shakara which is succeeding. Okay. Sakara in contact with shakara which is succeeding, or sakara in contact with shakara. It's not only shakara as well as chu also. Please note. Sakara in contact with shakara or chavarga which is following, that is what succeeding contact. I just call it by name. My name is okay. We call succeeding contact. I just give name like that. Because shakar, it follows, therefore I say succeeding contact. Okay. Similarly here, sakara in contact with shakara or chavarga which is
preceding.
preceding. That's called preceding contact. So water may be either before or after. Sakara is a weak element that will be replaced by corresponding sibilant letter. What is a sibilant letter? Shakara. Because in contact with this palatal sibilant, in contact with the palatal letters, therefore sakara will be replaced by palatal letter, palatal sibilant. Understand? You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sakara in contact with, if it is succeeding contact or preceding contact, whatever it may be, Sakara in contact with the palatal sibilant or palatal letters, Sakara will be replaced by palatal sibilant.
Yes.
Okay, this is number one. What is the Sandhi we are discussing? Chutva. Then what happened to Chu? That part we have not seen. This is Adesha, right? Sandhi is named after the Adesha. Adesha is what? Shakara. Now Shakara Adesha only we have seen. What about Chu Adesha? Now you see, I'm just copying the same thing. Now please watch what I'm doing. Now two. What is two? What is two?
Tavarga.
Tavarga in contact with Shakara or Chavarga. Now Tavarga will be replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter.
Wow.
Tavarga, tha, na. In contact with, succeeding contact, when followed by Shakara or Chavarga, Tavarga is replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter. Similarly, Tavarga too, in contact with the Shakara or Chu, which precedes preceding contact, then Tavarga should be replaced by Chu. Now put together, we can write. I'm going to confuse you more. Be ready for that, huh? We can put together, write these two things. First, let me take the succeeding contact. I'm just copying this. You just follow the steps. You will understand. This also I'm copying it. First, let us put the succeeding contact first. Let us write that. Now, can I join these two? Because followed by Shakara and Chu. That's common, right?
Yes.
In that case, Sakara is replaced by Shakara and Tavarga is replaced by Chu. Therefore, I can write like this. This is Stu. This is Chu. Makes sense? I'm writing, instead of writing two, I'm making like this. Now you see. Now Stu in contact with, this also we can write it as Chu. Stu in contact with the Stu will get the Adesha Stu. How is it? Follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Sharan.
It means Saka, the same thing what I wrote here. Please, succeeding contact alone you see. Sakara in contact with either Shakara or Chavarga, Sakara replaced by Shakara. Similarly, Tavarga in contact with the Shakara or Chavarga is replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter, not Shakara. Please note, because this is a consonant, class consonant. Class consonant should be replaced by a class consonant. Right?
Yes.
That's what putting together I'm writing here. So when I write like this, you need to understand the Sakara in contact with the Chu replaced by Shakara and two in contact with the Chu, succeeding contact. Two will be replaced by Chu. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, Sharan.
Similarly, I'm taking the preceding contact and doing the same thing. Preceding contact, I'm just copying it. Please see. There what happens. Sakara in contact with the Shakara and Chavarga which precedes. Sakara replaced by Shakara. Similarly, Tavarga in contact with the Shakara Chavarga which precedes. Tavarga is replaced by Chavarga. Now I will write like this. Two in contact with the Shakara and Chu, which is common. Now Stu will be replaced by what? Chu. This is preceding contact. So finally, this is what we arrive at it. What? This is Stu in contact with Shakara Chavarga, which follows. Stu will be replaced by Stu. Stu in contact with Stu, which precedes. Stu will be replaced by Stu. Understand? This is what Chutva Sandhi is. I'll give example. You will understand. Of course, there is some exceptions are there that we will see. You follow this?
Yes.
Yeah.
With this background, now you see a white document. I'm not sure whether document will be able to understand or confusing. Now you please see here. Stutta Sandhi. Changes happening to what letter? Sakara
And
and
Tavarga.
Tavarga. These are the weak element. Please note, this gentle always, when followed by palatal or sibilant, will be replaced by corresponding the letters. Okay. Now, Sakara and Tavarga in contact with Shakara or Chu, what will happen? The rule is, when Stu is in contact with the Stu, now you can understand. Stu in contact with the Stu means Sakara and Tavarga in contact with Shakara and Chavarga. That is, we have to understand Sakara in contact with the Stu, Stu in contact with the Stu, both ways. Both.
Yeah.
Then Stu will be replaced by Stu. That is, Sakara will be replaced by Shakara and Tavarga will be replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter. This is called Shutva Sandhi. Now the contact would be preceding contact or succeeding contact. Now exception, don't worry, no exception we will see later. I will teach you this later. Then two types of contact is possible. One is preceding contact, other one is succeeding contact. What is succeeding? When Stu is in contact with the succeeding, the following Stu. That's what I have written here. Sakara or Tavarga in contact with Shakara or Chavarga which follows. Then what happens? The Sakara will be replaced by Shakara and Tavarga will be replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter. That is, Takara will be replaced by Chakara. Takara will be replaced by Chakara. Third letter will be replaced by third letter. Fourth letter by the fourth letter. Fifth letter by the corresponding fifth letter of the Chavarga. Make sense?
Yes.
Now
Yes.
we will succeeding contact alone. How many possibilities are there now? You please see. Sakara in contact with Shakara, right? Sakara can be in contact with Chavarga letter. Then Tavarga can be contact with Shakara. Tavarga can be contact with Chavarga. Four possibilities. All the four possibilities I have written here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Sakara can have contact with Shakara, that is number one. Sakara can have contact with Chavarga, that is number two. Tavarga can have contact with Shakara, number three. Tavarga can have contact with Chavarga, number four. Succeeding contact alone, four possibilities are there. Similarly, preceding contact also, we have four possibilities. So 4 plus 4, 8. In 8 possibilities, Chutta Sandhi will happen, barring the exceptions. Exceptions will come. That time we will see what exception is. Now let us take one by one. Up to this, is it clear?
Yes.
Now, Sakara in contact with the Shakara, which follows. This is the first possibility we take. Okay. Then what happens? You see the example. Shishuhu plus Shete. Now, Visarga is followed by what letter?
Oh.
Shar letter. Among the Kar letter, Shar letter. Therefore, Visarga replaced by Sakara is optional. If you don't replace Shishugu Shete, no problem. Right?
Yes.
Suppose if you replace Visarga by Sakara. Now, Sakara in contact with the following
Charlotte.
Letter.
succeeding contact. Then what will happen to Sakara?
It'll become
Replaced
Talavya.
by Talavya. This is what Shanti, that example I told. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Same thing. Shushushete. This is what we chant, in fact. Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate.
Yes.
That Sakara, Sakara. But here Sakara, Shakara. This is called what Sandhi is? Chutva Sandhi. Sakara replaced by Shakara. Therefore, it is called Chutva Sandhi. Understand? This is
Yes.
one. Now, Sakara can have contact with Chavarga with the following Chavarga letter. Yes or no?
Yes.
Second, first we are taking Sakara and then we will take Tavarga. Now, Sakara in contact with the palatal letter, that is Chavarga, class consonant. Then also Sakara will be replaced by what? Shakara. So this arrow mark is not a combination. This Sakara is a Sthani and Shakara is the Adesha. Please note. The arrow should not confuse you.
Yeah.
Then what happens? You see the example. Ramaha plus Chatraha. Followed by what letter? Visarga is followed by kar letter. Therefore, what happened to Visarga? What happens? Visarga is replaced,
This
not optionally. Visarga must be replaced by Sakara. There is no option.
okay.
Where is
Only
option?
with
When
shar it is optional.
Yeah.
When you do
Kar letter.
sandhi, there is no option when followed by other kar letter. Only when shar, there is only option.
Yes.
Now replace Visarga by Sakara. Now Sakara is in contact with succeeding contact with what letter?
Chakara.
Chavarga letter.
Chavarga
Chavarga
letter.
letter. Therefore, Sakara will be replaced by Chakara.
Chakara.
That way, Ramaschat. That is why he said, after replacing Visarga by Sakara, don't stop there. Further Sandhi will happen. You should not say Ramas Chatraha. That is not correct. Once you started doing Sandhi, you have to do till the end. So with now Sakara in contact with the Chakara, which is a Chavarga letter, therefore replace Sakara, which is a dental, by corresponding palatal dental, palatal sibilant, which is Shakara. Understand?
Yes.
Therefore, Ramaschatraha. So we have seen succeeding contact for Sakara. Succeeding contact, 4 possibilities. Among the 4, we have seen Sakara in contact with the following Shakara and Chavarga. Right? We have seen the application of Chutva Sandhi. Now Tavarga. Tavarga in contact with the following Shakara. What will happen to Tavarga? Tavarga will be replaced by corresponding
Chavarga letter.
Chavarga letter. Now for that example, please see Sat plus Shaktihi. What happens here?
Oh.
Chakara.
Sakara, that is Takara in contact with the following Shakara. Then what will
Chakara.
happen to Takara? Takara must be replaced by
Corresponding
Chavarga letter.
Chavarga letter.
But we should not do apply Chutva Sandhi directly. Please note, Sat is a Padam. Shakti is another Padam. In the example I have written, but you have to understand what? Tell me, what is sequence of operation? Don't forget that.
Yes, almost.
Sakara comes
First is Justum you have to apply. Therefore, it becomes
Sat.
Dakara.
Yes.
Because Sat is a Padam. Padanta Jal. Padanta
Sir.
Jal should be replaced by corresponding
Jash.
Dash letter.
dash letter. Sad. Then after that, what happens? Sad
Jal is followed.
followed by what letter?
Chal.
Huh?
Jash.
No. This example, what I given, again, I told you, this is for the beginners. This is not correct. This is not correct, actually. This is for the beginners. This is how to be taught. That's why the notes for the beginners. That's why I don't share the notes. Now, you apply the rule as I taught you. Jashtam is applied. Now, where the Shuttam is, please note, Shuttam is before Jashtam too. So, I'll show that order of the sequence of application of the rules. This is our order, right? Kutvam,
Yes.
Natvam, Jashtam 1, Rutvam, Shatvam, Natvam. Before Jashtam 2, we have Shutvam.
Okay.
Before Shutvam and then Shtutvam. This also we will see. Now we are here in this stage now. After applying Jashtam 1, where are we now? Ruttam not applicable, Shattam not applicable, Nattam no, then Shutvam. Understand? So now apply. After the application of Jashtam 1, applies Chutvam. Now Tavarga in contact with what letter? Tavarga in contact with Shakara. Therefore, Tavarga should be replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter, which is Jakara. Please note.
Yes.
Finally, we will arrive at this. That's a different thing. Okay. That is what example I have written here. But this is all the steps you have to follow. Now, Jakara in contact with what letter?
Kar letter. So
Very
Charma.
good. Exactly. Therefore, Jakara must be replaced by, which is Jal letter, to be replaced by corresponding Char letter, which is Chakara. Therefore, Shakti. This is how you get. This is what I have written here.
Yes.
It is not Takara directly replaced by Chakara. Don't do that. then what is the purpose of learning the sequence? You understand? This is how it happens. First you have to apply Jashtvam, then Jashtvam followed by Shutvam, Shutvam followed by
One. One.
Chartvam.
One.
Makes sense?
Yes.
So I'll put a mark like this so that you know how it is derived.
Yeah.
So this is how it happens. Similarly, Bhagavata plus Shakti, will you apply directly? No. They are also
No.
same. Bhagavata plus Shakti is a compound. Sati is a padam, Shakti is another padam, okay. But Bhagavata, we have to take it as Bhagavata to be a compound. So Bhagavata plus Shakti, Bhagavad Shakti. I'm taking it as a compound. Now here also, Bhagavata plus Shakti, Bhagavata Takara, the compound, this is a padam only. Within a compound, it's a padam. Okay, Bhagavat is a padam. Takara replaced by
Dakar.
Bhagavad.
Bhagavad. Apply Jashtvam number 1. Then after that, this Chuttam will apply. By that, Bhagavaj. Followed by third letter. Therefore, becomes Bhagavach. Bhagavat Shakti. Further Sandhya also is there, but that is optional. Therefore, no problem now. That we will learn later. It makes sense now?
Yes.
Yes, Shanji.
So there's no
Yes.
sequence, you see. Directly don't do it. That's some books they will say like that. Samskrita Bharati. But Samskrita Bharati also gives a note also. This should not be done directly. These steps we need to follow. Okay. Please note the steps. Once you are familiar with the steps, then your understanding will become unshakable. Sequence you remember. Jashtvam followed by Shutvam. Now, Shutvam, I told you now, I will keep introducing some sandhis in between. Shutvam, then Shutvam followed by Chartvam. That is how we get Sat Shaktihi, Bhagavat Shaktihi, Bhagavat, all those things, right? So this is 2 in contact with,
Shakara.
now 2 in contact with 2, the next possibility, next contact. What happens there is, please see. I think with that, we'll stop this. I don't want to add some more. Now, Takara, which is 2, in contact with what letter?
Chavarga.
Shakarka.
Here also same thing. Please don't directly apply because Sat is a padam, Chit is another padam. So I just copy the same thing. You need to follow the steps. Sat, Satchit, how you get? Satchit Anandaha. Sat plus Chit, Sat is a padam. Padanta, Jal replaced by Sad, right?
Yes.
Then Jastasandhi number 1. After that, Dakara in contact with the Shavarga letter. This is 2 letter, 2 in contact with Chu. Therefore, 2 will be replaced by corresponding what letter? Shavarga letter, which is Jakara. Now, Jakara is a Jal followed by Khar. Therefore, Jakara will be replaced by corresponding Char letter, Chakara. Therefore, you get Satchit. Not directly you don't get because Chutva Sandhi is there. You know, I told you Tripa, the last, in between is there. You have to apply these rules in sequence. Then you get Satchit. Got it?
Yes, Shanji.
Then next example. Suhrud plus Jahama. Here also same thing. Dakara replaced by Suhrud plus Jahama. You please write for yourself once. Then only you will understand. I can just type and show you, but you have to just take the same thing you write and we will do example, more example from Gita we will take and then we will do. Suhrud plus Jahama. Suhrud is a padam. Now Padanta and Jagama is another Kriya padam it is. It's a verb. It's a lit lakara. So Padanta Jal replaced by Jash. Jashasandhi is applied. And now this Tavarga in contact with the following Chavarga. Therefore Suhrud will be replaced by Suhrud, the Dakara will be replaced by what letter? corresponding
Ja-
what letter?
Jakara.
Yes, corresponding Jakara. Therefore, Jakara replaced by Chutta Sandhi. Therefore, he gets Suhrit Jagama. Makes sense? Yes, the same thing what is a Pashyan Shurman and all, same thing only. Yes. That time you don't know. Now you know.
Yes.
Example, you can see Gunin Janatu. That is the example. Pashyan Shurman also we can take. Now, Gunin Janatu. Gunin Janatu is interesting. See, is it a Jal letter? Yes or no? You tell me. Is it Jal letter or not?
Yamakarta was before, no?
No.
You have to
No,
tell me yes
no.
or no. No.
No.
Therefore, you
Not a
cannot
Jal letter.
apply Justum here. Can you apply Justum here? No.
No.
It is not a
No.
Jal letter. Therefore, don't try Justum. Huh? Now, Tavarga, that is Nakara, in Tavarga letter in contact with Shavarga letter,
Savarga letter.
succeeding contact. That is the example we are saying. Therefore, the Tavarga letter, Nakara can be replaced by corresponding Chavarga letter, which happens to be
Yeah.
Tara.
No.
Therefore, Gunin Janatu. You follow?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't apply Justum here. Here and all, Jal letter is there. Therefore, we apply Justum and then
Yes.
Shutvam and then Chartvam, etc. But here we cannot apply because this is not a Jal letter. Okay. Makes sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Very,
Sir.
very good. So this is succeeding contact we saw. Similarly, preceding contact. Preceding contact, we have some exceptions, etc. I think that we will see next class. I don't want to load you with a lot of things. This you understand first. The point, finally, the take home is what? Sakara or Tavarga in contact with the following Shakara or Chavarga, then the Sakara will be replaced by Shakara and Tavarga will be replaced by corresponding Chavarga. That is what Chutva Sandhi. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Very good.
Sharanji.
Succeeding contact we have seen. Preceding contact that we will see later, tomorrow, in next class. Okay, I think we will stop here. We have to do some practice, but we don't have time. I think we'll stop here. We will see maybe next class. After preceding contact, then we can do some practice. You want these notes? This
Yes,
file?
Sharan. Yes.
Okay, I'll send you, but yeah. If you see Visarga is replaced by U, something like that, but you understand in the way I taught you. Because the notes are meant for some the different people. So now but you know, I taught you with as per the Panini, as he has said, method I have taught you. So fine. Okay, we'll stop here. Any doubts? Anybody having? Please ask. If you have doubts, you can clarify and then move. Any doubts? Pachitraji, no doubts. Hello.
Very clear, but I have to go through the notes again, Sharanji.
No, yes.
And the
Remember,
recording also I have to.
yeah, Sakara or Tavarga in contact with the following Shakara or Chavarga. Sakara will be replaced by Shakara. Chavarga will be replaced. Sorry, Tavarga will be replaced by Chavarga. We have talked only about succeeding contact, preceding contact. That next class we will see. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And remember the sequence of operation. Our sequence of operation, you be familiar with this, starting from Kutvam onwards. Kutvam and Dattvam also I taught you, right? Dattvam, then Jashtvam
Yes.
1, Rutvam, Shatvam, Natvam, then Shutvam,
Okay.
then Shtutvam, then Jashtvam, then Chartvam 1 and Chartvam 2. This sequence you follow. You will never go wrong. You will get the answer correct. Otherwise, Satya plus Chita directly, if you apply Shutvam, maybe in Satchit it may be correct. You will get it. But in other places, you will not get. You will get a wrong Sandhi. That is why this Prakriya, this method of application is important. You may ask Takara in contact with Chakara, directly I will apply Satya Chita. No. You apply Satchit example, you will get. But other contexts, other places, you may not get. Because Justum is missing there. Yashtam will bring about the change. Without change, if you do directly Shuddham, you will get a wrong thing, wrong combination. Okay. That is why the order is also important. Think about this. Huh? Okay, I think we'll stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha, Saranji.
Sandhi is difficult to teach and if it's difficult to understand also for the beginners. You understand means definitely you are intelligent, so you can do well. You can do well really. So don't think that my buddhi is not functioning. It is very slow. It's all self-superimposed inhibitions, unnecessary. You can do it. Simple. Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha, Saranji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶರಣ್ಜಿ.
Dhanyavadaha.